What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are here with the Abyss Bracket number 2, finishing up the Abyss Bracket. We have a couple big names here. We have WOLFPACK, which I think is kind of the favorite to win when it comes to the Abyss faction, but there's other heroes, maybe King Barton, maybe Nakia. Honestly, I think he might take it all, and then he is going to go up against the winner from the first episode. If you guys didn't check it out, I'll put a link right up in the corner there. Click that, watch the bracket number 1 first, and then I won't spoil it. We'll come back, and in the very end of this one, we will see who the winner is. So let's jump into the first battle. WOLFPACK versus Dantalion. In battle number 1, we have WOLFPACK on defense, Dantalion on defense. Wait, did I just say that twice? We have WOLFPACK on offense, Dantalion on defense. I'm thinking WOLFPACK has a good chance to win the Abyss faction. He is going to have to go against the winner of the last bracket, which was very strong. Yeah, Dantalion is just not going to have the damage to keep up with the WOLFPACK. The WOLFPACK's active doesn't do a huge heal at this low level, but it is strong enough to actually do quite a bit. 1k healing versus very little bit on the Dantalion. Hold on, I wanted to watch one thing. He's only healing for like 200 and something, not much at all. Yeah, that's a pretty crushing round 1 victory. I'm not looking forward to who has to face him in round 2 out of Cruz and Queen. Surprisingly enough, I feel like Cruz might have a chance of beating Queen here. I think he has a heal still at 5-star, right? Yes, he's got a big heal at 5-star. This is going to be interesting to see how this goes. Honestly, if he didn't have an active ability, I think he'd be better off with just using basics over and over, because every time he hits this Queen will counterattack. Ooh, I don't think he's going to have enough. Like I said, if somehow he didn't have an active as often as he does and feeding energy to himself, I do think he would have a decent chance. Now, I don't think there's going to be much variety in this battle. This one's a little bit boring. Like I said, the Abyss faction, the weak heroes are very weak, but all the like mid-tier heroes are all very much similar in power. I can't see either one of these being able to compete with WOLFPACK on the left side of the bracket. So what's really going to be interesting, though, is the right side. The next 2 battles are going to be really interesting ones. Yeah, it doesn't look like Cruz has what it takes. Like, oh man, Cruz would be awesome if he just never had an active ability. Like, if he just did a basic attack every single round. I mean, look at how he would heal 2,000 a round. That would pretty much counteract the counterattack, and then it would give him a shot to win. But nope, not gonna happen. Let's move over to Ignis versus Nakia. Ignis could be a dark horse in this event. I don't know how her healing really works out, but she does have a lot of it. I wonder if she can outlast the big damage dealing heroes that there are, because of course her basic takes her own health to then restore it. She's got a lot of healing, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to live through Nakia's bleeds and direct damage. I was really hoping one of these 2 priests, either Cruz or Nakia, could actually have some value in this tournament, but it doesn't look like it. So it does look like Nakia is going to move on. I don't think she stands a chance against some of the stronger heroes like Mirax, like WOLFPACK, just because she doesn't have the heal and she's very squishy. Plus, she doesn't have that much burst damage, where bleeds are great and all, especially hers over 15 rounds, but the fact that these battles only last 3 to 4 rounds on average, sometimes only 2, that is a big telltale sign. I think that was 4 wins. We'll just watch it one more time just in case to make sure we win 4-0 with Nakia. Oh, I can't wait, guys. We only have 1 faction left after this, and then we're on to the grand finals. It's going to be fun. Now, one of my favorite heroes from the Abyss faction, pretty much like my second E4, E3, E5 I ever built, King Barton. He's going against Fat Moose, so he should take this first round, I hope. Maybe he actually loses this. Honestly, we don't know. He does have those counterattacks. He does have that damage reduction. I think he wins this. Oh, that burn dot is starting to add up quickly. This is a really quick fight. I could definitely see some of these fights going to Fat Moo, and I never thought I would ever say that. The counterattack's hitting for about 1,000. His active and basics hitting between 2 and 3,000. It does look like he's got a good lead here this time. The counterattacks, yeah, actually I think King Barton takes this very easily. I don't know how he's going to do against Nakia because her bleeds are definitely stronger than Fat Moo's burns in the early rounds. He does have that damage reduction though. We got to see, ooh, the burns, uh-oh. Fat Moo takes a battle. Okay, so King Barton up 2-1 on Fat Moo. Feels like it's been a day or two since we've had like a really close matchup where it could go either way. Interesting. I think he avoided enough of the burns that he's gonna take this. Yes, he does. He does take it 3-1. Last fight right here. Maybe if King Barton pulls this out. Ooh, the burn. Oh, I think Fat Moo's going to take another victory here. Oh, the stun. That's the first time King Barton got a stun, and that clinches it. So he does win it 4-1. We have our final four. Let's take a look who they are. So we had a pretty decisive victory from each one of these besides King Barton. Now, Waldeck versus Queen. I think Waldeck's going to mop the floor. Nakia versus King Barton should be close, potentially, maybe. I don't know. And then I do think Waldeck's going to take this half of the bracket and then go to the finals and face off against Mirax. But let's see who actually wins. Okay, so this is the battle of the bleeds right here. Waldeck versus Queen. Queen does have a counterattack, but Waldeck has a big old heal that is going to come with him. Well, it's not huge, but the damage is definitely significant. More than the Queen can handle, even with that crit reduction, it looks like. Honestly, I'm not expecting this one to go very long. No, Queen has 0% chance to take on the newest bleed hero. Doesn't surprise me. It would feel weird if a hero this old could. I mean, Sleepless is kind of like the one fringe example on this one here. But yeah, Waldeck just stomping Queen down, putting her in her place. Not going to happen. So this run goes to Waldeck. So this one could be interesting. Nakia on offense, King Barton on defense. Let's see how this actually breaks down. Is this something King Barton can win? I kind of hope it can, but that's a lot of damage coming from... Oh my goodness, that's a ton of damage coming out from the Nakia. I think the only hope is to get a stun, but even with that stun, I don't think King Barton has the damage to do this. Ooh, that was a big hit, but again, 5,000 crit from the Nakia. This is not going his way. Uh-oh. This is not great. Another huge crit. Doesn't even make it out of the round. My goodness, this is going to be a clean sweep for Nakia as well. I really thought the battles were going to be closer in the Abyss faction, but it turns out the Dark faction and the Light faction were two of the closest ones. So Nakia moving on to the finals. Waldeck versus Nakia, Battle of the Bleeds. I'm pretty sure we already know the results that are going to happen here, but Battle of the Bleeds, let's see who takes it. Does Waldeck take it or does Nakia? Honestly, this could be a close one depending on how the bleeds and the healing and the damage rolls out. Waldeck takes round one pretty easily. Is that going to happen every time though is the question. Ooh, Nakia's... The big issue here is Nakia just has such a small HP pool. I don't understand why they made her so weak back in the day. She's just kinda, sorta, really bad. This was part of the chain of like back-to-back Abyss heroes that were just not great. Delacian was in there, is really good in a certain niche for him. Overall, not that amazing. He's been part of a lot of cheese modes though, but yeah, Waldeck takes the win. So Waldeck wins bracket 2. Now we go on to the grand final for Abyss. Bracket 1 versus bracket 2. In comes the champion from the first bracket. Kind of the heavyweight hitter that I think is going to win this. But it is two of the newest heroes. Waldeck versus Mirax. Mirax is going to be on offense. You guys remember seeing yesterday his active ability just does huge amounts of damage. Can Waldeck survive? Absolutely not. Mirax is a monster. I don't know who he can lose to except maybe someone like Sleepless. But even then, I don't know if Sleepless has the damage capabilities to take out Mirax. The only hope he has is Mirax's basic ability does so little damage that maybe the mark damage can add up. Like, nobody without a second revive is going to have a chance to win. I mean, just watch this. One more fight. It is just hands down no way to win. He's also pretty quick too, surprisingly. So Marax is the grand champion for Abyss. We only have the Forest faction to go, so that means the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, will be the Forest faction, and then we'll break it down and have the final bracket. We'll take the top 8 heroes, the top 1 from every faction, and then we'll take like a wild card from the rest of the factions. We might grab like a Drake that lost to Sleepless or something like that. A hero that did really good but then might have lost due to a matchup. We'll throw them in the final bracket, have our top 8, and see who the grand champion is of the 5 stars. But Marax, he's got a real shot. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any Berry Battle Bowl. See you guys next time.